Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new horror film Dear David. And this is from director John McPhail, and focuses on the experiences of a man who works at BuzzFeed, and you see him going through his experiences of interacting with people who interact with his comics, and he makes the decision to say something bad about somebody, and then this weird account, Dear David, starts following him. And if you ask Dear David 3 questions, he's gonna kill you! And that is the premise of this film. And John McPhail, I am a huge fan of Anna and the Apocalypse, one of his previous films, and I thought this was pretty solid. It's definitely very blunt in terms of what it's trying to say about social media and how we deal with online life and comment sections and all of those fun things. I think the film has a decent amount of detail in its script. There's a couple of things that get introduced pretty early on into the film, but comes back around and actually comes and builds out the narrative. It has an interesting hook at the beginning, setting up this story of this boy who's this ghost named David, who's the one doing the haunting, and there's some interesting things in how his story all plays out. I do feel like the film really struggles in the second act, trying to keep the pace up without feeling too repetitive, watching our main character at the center, Adam, played by Augustus Prew, going through the film, and there's moments where, this film deals in some of those really obnoxious cliches of like, hey, it's a horror film, let's get an expert. They had like multiple scenes introducing experts in this film, and you're just like, why? One would have been fine. Like, does he need to go like to his PCP and then like get a referral to go see this other specialist? That's kind of how it feels at points. I think the film delivers some rock-solid scares. I think the MVPs of the film are the cats. Our main character has these 2 cats who keep interacting with this entity that they can feel the presence of. Those cats are cute, and they are definitely the most fun in the movie. I do think that Prew delivers a really strong performance, and what he's able to do, I think, really works for the film, and he really sells a lot of it. Not many of the other characters get a whole lot of depth or, like, really time to shine, but Justin Long, who plays Bryce, his boss at BuzzFeed, is hilarious, and he definitely has some great moments as well. I do feel like this film kind of gets you to that satisfying horror movie ending before, obnoxiously trying to set up that there could be more, because of course there can be. If it makes money, they'll make more of it. I do think this film has some strengths, has some things that it's kind of leaning on to keep it going, but overall this is a 94-minute horror film that delivers some scares, and has some interesting ideas about social media, even if they're a little on the nose. And especially, it'll make you feel all kinds of different ways about sleep paralysis. So, thanks. That's a interesting experience there. But those are my thoughts on Dear David. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.